Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Yeah, I don't get it. That's all jacked up. Oh, that's for that. Okay. Let's see. Like that kind of. Yeah, already.
The NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip. Do. Let me hop in my own stream on my phone so I can see who's in. Let's get a game going. Let me get the other game. the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Yeah, I'm from Baltimore. Nah, not really. I don't think I
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw is Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I don't know why they took it away. Tucker should be a 99.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded at the 20. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
All you gotta do is stay right there in that corner.
But this is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Jason Myers now for the extra point.
I wasn't paying attention to you, actually. I just kind of went over there and
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away.
At least Peters and Hump.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
He'll
be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Murray. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Freddie Swain was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter. No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and now it's 2nd down. Well, hey, partner, in Week 3 of the NFL, special teams was a big storyline. How about Justin Tucker? NFL record 66-yarder as time expired. The Ravens beat the Lions. And then the Lions' former kicker, Matt Prater, now with the Cardinals, he tried a 68-yarder at the end of the first half. It came up short. And how about Jamal Agnew? A 109-yard return on the field goal miss. That tied an NFL record. Yeah, it tied a record set previously by Cordero Patterson and Antonio Cromartie, and let's face it, it can't be broken, right? You can't go any farther than 109 because 110 means you're over the end line. But Matt Prater, he held the NFL record at 64 yards before Tucker broke it in the ball game this week. And how about him trying that one? I mean, and then, of course,
Here comes the return because you got big guys on the field trying to block, and they can't tackle in the open field. And I'll just leave it with this. Justin Tucker missed a 65-yarder in warm-ups, but when the game was on the line, the adrenaline was there. Arguably the best kicker in football, even though he got a little help from the post, got it done. What a dramatic ending.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Now it's Wilson. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Anthony Averett picks it. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, Jeremy.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Again, Wilson will keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An incredible run right there by Russell Wilson. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. On 2nd and 7, Wilson flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how
I
big
don't
your
play
arm
2K
talent
much.
is,
I don't like how
you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to
Personally.
setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Throwing is Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now a handoff for Dobbins. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now an option play on second down, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Wilson. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle. That's caught inside the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Jackson, option right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They go play action now. Wilson forced out to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They picked up a 1st down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified, and that one could turn out to be huge.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
From the 16, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. They'll try to run with Carson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
I don't know how that happened, but it did. It was a good game, though. Just bad game management on my part, but they just gotta fix that coverage thing, though. I got burnt by. Yeah, it was a tough one, but I mean, everything I did was my fault. I could have easily ran the clock out, won by 3 points. Had a lot of chances to win. Just didn't take it. It was good for everyone. Thanks for joining me. Spend a little bit of your Saturday with me. Like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see, or if you think someone else might like what you see. Boom. Let's just do a night game. Seems like. See if I get a different matchup. Penn State, like they got this game in hand. Like the 8:30 game ain't. It's just not enough people playing, man. What we got here? Anybody watching the fight tonight?
The NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd. And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
If not, I'm sure it's a 4:30 game. So.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone,
Right, no
so we
BS.
will start here at the 25.
Do what I do. Alright. Without the BS. BS too much. Alright. So.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Oh, my God.
He finds an opening past the 40. The 40.
How fast are you guys?
The 30. 10, 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, Devontae Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And this is something this defense is going to have to account for as this game goes on. He's a space player. They want to get him out in the open field and let him make his moves. So if you're going to stick with him, you've got to make sure you plaster him, as they like to say on the defensive side of the ball. Otherwise, he'll burn you as he just did there.
Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from a yard out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
I was honestly hoping this year that J.K. would stay healthy and get that superstar X Factor.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Him and Lamar beside each other would have been crazy.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. 1st down and more for Jackson. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Not fast.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. For 30 more yards and another 1st down. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
You gotta block.
Play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'm taking my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now it's Jackson.
This
will be caught by Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Six nothing our score after 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Once more, Murray.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins there to make the grab. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Queen able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Pressed it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On play action, Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's taking them forever to get down the field.
Rodgers to throw once more. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Why, if I get 3 penalties back to back to back, right, don't I get
and keep it moving.
Don't I get kicked out the game? Like, come on now.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's 5 yards to defend, so I feel pretty good about that.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Right there.
Rodgers will throw for it, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Over the middle here to Brown. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And it's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down. Jackson now. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. Rodgers on target there to Lazard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Chuck Clark, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On first down, Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown! That's caught. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'll go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Oh, that's a really bad punt.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
When it rains, it pours, right?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught by Cobb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now here's a throw that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
He makes the tackle.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
All right, well, that's 2 L's.
So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were open to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance,
Both L's
and that
due
was
to
their
bad
only
situational
opportunity
football.
to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but
killing
at least
myself.
they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
All right. Just gotta clean up my game a little bit. I'm just doing a little BS today. Oh, where we at? Just gotta clean up some things just a little bit. Man, all these games are over.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the...
All right, well,
end zone,
it's
so
gonna
we
be
will
sick
start
anyway.
here at the 25.
Let's just run a couple plays. There we go.
We're helping you get back to work. Reconfigure your office with products designed for social distancing and division. Select from styles
EA Sports. It's in the game.
workplace for a safer future.
We attacking, better stand back and watch a run. Same big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he come in the slot, trying to bend the corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin game. All you want.
All right.
Jonathan Miles and the Fox 45 weather and team knowledge and protect your family, giving you the information you need to stay safe.
Alright. Come on, give me a game. Let's go. Killing me. There we go. Ooh, the Bengals. That'd be fun.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Got a game? Do we got a game? Man, if we had crossplay, these wait times would be a lot better. Ooh, KC. Ooh, what we got here? Who's talking shit?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They go play action with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I'm gonna run some different stuff than I normally run.
To throw is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
What's going on there?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And that should get me kind of right.
On 1st down, Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass,
Pass.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
I'll take that.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Even though I could have interception. Yeah, we get that with 2 touchdowns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Thank goodness.
And he goes down, but not before getting this
touchdown.
inside the 25. 39 yards there. A big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first.
Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of time.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. The big guys up front really locked in on it. No one gets near the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world to survey the field and deliver for a first down.
And the big boys up front, a big reason why they're also winning, too. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Oh. That blocker.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense stop? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Calais Campbell on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he let that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flushed out right. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 41, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Or something. He should be able to get open on that corner route. Shit, I had Marlon Humphrey on guys, and and regular tight ends beating him. I got a guy that's supposed to be top 5, and he's struggling. All right.
Mahomes now on first down.
Bro, give me the ball.
It's incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. The try. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Been a bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dafe Owe able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
What we got here?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Dobbins. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
I gotta fix my linebacker situation. That was looking real nasty. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what that is. Okay. Just do OA first. It's not a big deal. I'm fine with that. Okay. My slot wide receiver needs to get fixed also. Well, let's see what my rank is. Yeah, on the leaderboard. Should be like in the top 1,000 by now. Oh, I'm close. Okay. I'll definitely get inside the top 1,000 by tomorrow morning. Damn, he got rocked. Yo.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams.
It's like $75, something like that. So like 35 or 40 at least. Yeah.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touch.
Yeah, my mic's working. All right, cool.
Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
All right. That's all good. All right.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Okay. It's all good. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up.
Yeah, shit going to happen. All right.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals are set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway here on EA Sports.
It's all good. Let's see if this thing finally. Hold on. All right, we'll see if it finally lets us play this time.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The ball on the tee. We're set for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
Let's see. Corley Stacks, thanks for the like. Appreciate it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
I don't really do Warzone. I mainly do like I do like this, and I do like what is it? RPGs and stuff. RPGs, action adventures. I'll do some third-person shooters. Like,
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Yeah. A lot of stuff they need to clean up.
Murray now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Yo, what's up?
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
All right. Yes,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. First down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
All right, sounds good. All right, cool. Who you got in this water fight tonight?
Dobbins running out of the gun.
Yeah, that's what I want to win. I'm hoping he don't.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 28 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before
But, you know,
every
he's
game,
not-
the
he
team
doesn't-
making
he
the
doesn't
fewest
do a lot of
mistakes will
movement
win.
as far
What they're
as
hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
more
Coaches,
flat-footed
that's all they
boxing.
talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check back, back six. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
I don't know, the last
Murray again, this is
Wilder
Connor.
Fury undercard to me.
And this play will be
I mean,
blown up.
I love a
He'll lose
good
yardage
undercard.
back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 38, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Don't worry about that. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Penn State.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now the throw hauled in by Green.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Caught left side, Williams. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 27, Murray. And this will be swung out here for Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals! James Conner, 27 yards. And the Cards are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the line?
Yeah, I'm playing him.
They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Touchdown! Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk.
And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Yeah, man, I'm born and raised.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale.
I just think they're very young and they're probably going to be a year or
Welcome
two.
back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
I think Arizona's probably
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper.
Yeah.
Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the
2. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return is Kirk. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray rolling to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for him with Connor. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of a yard, and the Cards are going to have a 1st down. On the run is Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Shotgun now for Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Green. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Devin Duvernay now returning from the
Yeah,
end zone.
right now I'm playing.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Yeah, I gotta get into that. I gotta get into judgment. Right now I'm playing Tales of the Rise.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Cardinals. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chandler Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Not that time for Watkins, but now it'll be third down. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Being chased out left. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
Said they can't. Says you don't play against the PC guys.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Justin Houston getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
I had fun. I'd had more fun if I played with my actual playbook, but the game want to act like it don't want to work at all. All right, back to my playbook. All right. Oh, there's a flag. What's the flag for? All right, come on. We got a game, or we?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
One hit a quitter. Thank you for the follow. See, they come from everywhere. Yeah, good game, man. Alright, I got one more before I can go get ready to watch this fight tonight.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. And off we go from Las Vegas. Takes it at the 7.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
The game desyncs.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
What's good, everybody? Like, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Let's get a game going. Yeah, this is my last one with the fight.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing now is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. From the gun, a give to counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good touchdown. That's caught at the 2. A.J. Green from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
He has kind of built like that.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Normally sure-handed Sammy Watkins had it and lost it. That'll bring up 2nd down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Jackson going to run. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Confuse the hell out of me with that. Andrews, you gotta keep the same. Track.
2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Why is it inaccurate?
And that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They got all their injuries
now
out the way
Jackson
early.
on first down.
And
He's
they're
going to
be
look
pretty
deep
healthy.
for Watkins.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I'm like right around the 1,000.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
Nah,
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a...
And this is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Murray now. And the catch made by Hopkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Murray now to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Murray to air it out again. And the reception made by Grain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the move to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. Now Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Oh, the Ravens gonna make the playoffs. I'm not even worried about that part of it. That part of the equation.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins there to make the grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
How much time I got? Enough time. Click the button.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Patrick Queen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Murray now on first down. Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Conner looking for space. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 3 yards remain for second down. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point good by Prater, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Okay.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, but it's going to be second down.
I got Wilder. That's my that's what I want today.
Play action.
I think
it's
if
Jackson.
he wins, it's going to be by knockout.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
I don't think
this
Wilder
is 3rd and 10.
By decision. I think
he'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And
past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dobbins with it. Got some room at the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Jackson. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Second down and 8. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Yo. Yeah,
only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
All right.
Murray, one final try. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, we saw a close game that